did the girl not put the car in reverse? Hi everyone. Lampala ke tested makeup ke batho ba modimo. Itse ke ithasitse. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. If you're new, hey love, you're doing like a stop and go. I really hope you enjoy this video and you join our little family, and you can do that by subscribing. It's completely free. Okay, so I'm sorry. So today, I'm sure you've read the title, I wanted to talk about 5 tips on how to successfully pass the K53 road test. Even the what's it called? That one, man, we have to write it. The theory, yes, that one. Either one, this is just tips, because I noticed I released a video on how I failed my driver's test and it got so many views. I don't know why. That video was horribly shot. It was not it, like, bruh. But either way, it's fine, we move. So today I'm going to be telling you just some things I wish someone had brought to my attention. So yeah, and this is advice from someone who has failed before. Okay, I'm talking from experience, child. Okay, so the first tip that I have, okay, so I read like an interesting article. But whom? It's the makeup. It's definitely the makeup. The makeup. Okay, so I read an interesting article that said something along these lines. According to News 24, in South Africa, 82% of young drivers pass their theoretical test on their first try, while 59% succeeded in passing their practical test on the first attempt. Unfortunately, I wasn't part of that first attempt, but either way, at the same time, 79% believe that many people in South Africa gave bribes to obtain a license more easily. Okay, interesting. So the first step that I came up with is that you have to prepare, not only when it comes to the driving part, but also like prepare yourself mentally, and also prepare yourself. What I mean by when I say prepare yourself mentally is that it can go either way. You can pass or you can fail, but it just leaves some room for disappointment, you know. And then the second part, on the preparing part, some of us are fortunate enough to go to like a driving school where you pay for like 10 hours. Don't only just do that 10 hours. Actually, why are these people allowed today? Don't only drive when you're supposed to go drive. Actually, if you have a car, if your parents have an extra car, take that car, go to the yard by yourself, and actually go and like just drive and like practice. Just like prepare yourself. Ask people around, just like how was your experience? Because I went to a driving school. I was fortunate enough to go to a driving school, and there was a lot of other people, my classmates, so I could ask them, because some of them had failed before, so I could ask them because they had some experience, so they could tell me like, no, this is what happens, this is what they don't like, you know, stuff like that. And then the second tip is that you have, my darling, you have to stay calm. And I'll tell you why. If you're nervous, you do stupid mistakes, you really do. And I can tell you, hey buddy, I can tell you of one person. So this young lady, she went to go do her driving test. She was literally so nervous that, you know, the incline plane, the steep, where when you get there, I get it, you have to put up your handbrake and whatnot. You do those things. Did the girl not put the car in reverse? Yeah, bruh. We just saw reverse lights coming up. So like such things, you need to stay calm, cause like because you know what, my brother, okay, one of my cousins told me that they were also so nervous that, you know, when the clutch control by the steep, their leg were like, they were so nervous, the actual foot was shaking. So that's how it's not funny, that's how he failed his test, because he just didn't know, was it the car vibrating or is it his leg? So you really need to stay calm to like just avoid doing these silly mistakes. And I know on the road test, if you're feeling a little nervous, a lot of people say that you can talk to the driver, maybe like get to know them and see that they're not as bad, they're actually human. For me, I found it very distracting. Like, I found it very distracting. I'm not gonna lie. Like, you know your job. I'm here to do my job. So like, let's just get it over and done with. But like some people, you can. Obviously, I failed the first time, and then I got the same instructor the second time. So I kind of knew him, and like I was more comfortable with him the second time, and I believe that's how I passed. You know the vibes. Okay, the third one is, you need to listen to the instructions. I cannot emphasize this enough. And like an example of the instructions would be in the yard, the actual yard, you need like a certain amount of points inside the yard in order to qualify to go for the actual road test. Like you need to like listen to these things. Let me tell you, one of my classmates, right? If you don't listen to instructions, you will fail. Like you will fail. So one of my classmates actually failed. She failed because she didn't listen to instructions. In terms of, she failed. Okay, so when you're in the yard, right? You have, I think, 20 minutes. Yes, 20 minutes, because there's 4 stations. And basically you have 5 minutes on each station. Well, when I did my driver's license, I'm not sure about now, because like, yeah, I'm very old, guys, very old. So she did not listen to the time allocation that you have 20 minutes, and she exceeded the 20 minutes. There you go. You can do your steep perfectly. You can do alley docking perfectly. You can parallel park perfectly. You can do the 3-point turn perfectly. If you're not within that 20 minutes, you're gonna fail. If you don't have that certain amount of number of points you're supposed to get, you're gonna fail. So, and there's other rules, like on the steep, your car's not supposed to roll back, and you only have one chance there. So you also like listen to those kind of things, or else. And then number 4, always check your blind spots. I know it's like routine, like mirror, blind spot, you know, but like actually check your blind spots, like turn and check, or else, because for me it was just like a routine. Like I was just saying, I actually took one of the cars at home and I went to the yard before my test, and I was just practicing. Remember, point number 1, prepare. So I was just practicing, and as I was practicing, like I wasn't watching my blind spots. It was just mirror, blind spot, you know. And another driving instructor from the same driving school, he was teaching someone else, and then they saw me. They were like, no, what are you doing? You actually need to check your blind spots. Like, what are you doing? Like, check them actually. And there's been one incident where I nearly went into a car, so actually like check them. And turn your neck, please. Okay, tip number 5. Okay, what did I say for tip number 5? I forgot. Okay, tip number 5 is that you should drive slowly. My dad always says your speed. What does it say? Oh, speed reduces your reaction time. Yeah. So one of the rules is that you're not supposed to drive over 40 kilometers per hour. So you see, if you don't listen to instructions, you'll like fail for like dumb things. Like you're not supposed to drive over 40. So yeah, I get 40 is pretty slow, especially if you've been driving. 40 can be slow, but like don't drive too slow to a point where you're holding up traffic, but drive like at a comfortable speed where you know that if the robot turns red, as in now, you can still hit the emergency brake. You know, you still have like, you're giving your reaction time some time. I don't know, like just drive slowly. It really will help. And I know with driving slowly, and this is part of tip number 5, is drive slowly and pay attention. When you're driving slowly, you're able to not like, yeah, you have more reaction time. I don't know how to like put it into words. More like, if you drive slowly, how can I say it, bruh? Okay, let me think. Okay, so when you drive slowly, you have more time to react to what's happening in front of you. Yes, I feel like that's the best way I can put it. Please. That's the best way I can put it. So by that, I also wanted to add that you should pay attention. I know when you are with the driving instructor in the car, it can be distracting. It really can be distracting in terms of like when he's like marking you, not like marking you down, but if he's forever like writing on his paper, you're probably thinking like, oh, he's marking me down, oh, I failed, like all these points and whatnot. But try your utmost best to actually pay attention. And this is how I failed my first time. I wasn't driving slowly and I wasn't paying attention. That's pretty much it. And you know, I paused the parkings. So I got a big head. I was like, So yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. You'll fail. So basically, yeah, so that's how I failed. But I was driving too fast. Not like driving too fast, but the robot closed. And I braked. I hit an emergency brake, but I stopped on the solid line. So when I say pay attention to solid lines. Pay attention to your cars. And you actually check your blind spots. When you see like other cars. That's what I mean by other cars. Yeah. So like actually pay attention and drive slowly. Actually like concentrate, please, or else you're And then my bonus tip is that honestly just enjoy the experience. Like just enjoy it. Really, if you fail, it's okay. But I mean, like, if you fail, it's okay. If you feel like it's really okay, what you have to do now, you go into the office. This is what I did. You go into the office. He tells you, obviously, you're like your mistakes, why he deducted this, do this, don't do this, you know. Actually take notes. I took my that failed sheet. I actually went home. And as soon as I got home, I took a pencil and I wrote, just like, okay, yeah, I know he told me not to do this. So I wrote those notes down. Because where I stay, it takes 3 months to get an appointment. So, yeah, imagine how am I going to remember that 3 months from now? So actually just, if you fail, take notes. It's okay. We move. Like, it's not the end of the world. It's okay. You can try again. Okay, and unfortunately that's the end of this very entertaining video. So I wanted to actually say, if you've got your driver's license already, leave some tips that you think I left out for the other ones. Help the other people out, you know. And if you're going to receive your driver's license. Tell me how you're feeling. Are you nervous? Are you excited? You know, are you feeling all that good stuff? Like, you ready for this? Or like, just tell me your general thoughts around it. And you know, in conclusion, I hope this video really helped you out if you're coming here for educational purposes. Good luck to you. I wish you all the best. I know you're gonna pass. Even if you don't pass, it's okay. You will pass eventually. And my final words is that don't stress, do your best, and forget the rest. That's all from me, you guys. My name is Kale, aka Miss TK_01. Until next time, sweethearts. Bye.